What is up, car addicts? In this video I'll be talking about my personal top 5 list regarding some things Rockstar changed with the addition of the Casino DLC that make playing the game a lot more enjoyable. Starting off with number 5, time trials. We now have permanent double payouts for time trials. Before it was about $50,000 for completing one, and now you can earn over $100,000, which definitely makes it worth the effort. Also, something else to note here, Rockstar has unfortunately disabled the use of rocket-powered vehicles like the Scramjet and Arena War vehicles with the speed boost modification for these time trials, so you can only use normal vehicles. Moving on to number 4, Pegasus Organization. I am very glad Rockstar finally changed the Pegasus menu, and now when you call, instead of it being a randomized mess of everything mixed, now everything is nicely organized into categories that make finding what you want to call faster and easier. Moving on to number 3, Casino Limo service. This new service added with the Casino DLC allows you to basically teleport to one of 10 main locations around the map. This is very useful, especially if you want to get to the top of the map and don't feel like driving there or want to trick another player that's griefing you. Moving on to number 2, handling flag changes. For those of you who race or drive a lot of the newer cars from previous DLCs in game, the cars that were previously too bumpy, like the Pegasus Toros or the Italia GTO, have had their handling flags changed so that they are not as bouncy, making them a lot easier to drive. And also cars like the Tesseract and the Entity XXR are a little less sensitive to the bumps that slow them down. It's a very minor change for the slow handling flag cars, but it's there and at least helps a little, especially the bouncy handling flag that is now not nearly as noticeable. And finally, number 1, passive mode changes. This is something that I am sure many of you know by now, but for those of you who don't, Rockstar has made passive mode not available while in a weaponized vehicle. And also, if you enter one, like an Oppressor Mark II for example, while in passive mode, it will kick you out of passive mode after 30 seconds. And it will not let you go back in passive mode for 5 minutes. This is definitely a good way to stop griefers from constantly going in and out of passive mode on weaponized vehicles. So if we take another example here with the Hydra, let's say some guy kills you and you immediately go after him in another jet or whatever other vehicle you choose to use. When he tries to go in passive mode, if you're about to kill him, he will not be able to. His only choice is to bail out of the weaponized vehicle in order to go into passive mode again. I am very happy that Rockstar has finally made what passive mode should have been from the beginning and not an extra griefing tool. And something else I wanted to add here, it's a really small little thing, but I noticed that the premium race start icon has been moved from pretty much the middle of the city, kind of lower, Legion Square. They moved it from there to this abandoned mechanic shop across from the arena. Not sure why they did this, but I guess this place is a little more out of the way and not as noticeable. Anyways guys, hope this information was useful and it makes GTA a little more enjoyable. Also, maybe some people who left GTA because of some of these reasons might come back and give it another chance. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.